The problem is we have a 3 Series BMW E90 chassis with a broken auxiliary connector located in the center console. And this results in the USB connector and aux plug dropping into the center console, making it almost impossible to plug in the connector, and in the space that it's in, it's impossible to almost fish out as well. The whole essential thing here is that this tiny little plastic tab that used to be right in this area and is part of the center console is gone. And this happens sometimes from auxiliary connector being plugged in, armrest being closed down on top of it, or people using excessive force or whatever. But reality is it doesn't matter, because now you're faced with having to buy a complete new center console, including wood trim or whatever goes on it, which sometimes can be very difficult to transfer without breaking. And a center console runs around $400, and it's about 3 hours of labor to replace. So all of a sudden, a super simple little problem like this turns into a $700 bigger problem. So here is your solution: the AGA Auxiliary USB Plug Saver. This is a super simple part, but yet very difficult to manufacture. This is manufactured from spring steel, laser cut, and then heat treated, and in the end black oxided so it matches the interior color of the center console and the switch. Let me show you how easy it is to install. You start by fishing the auxiliary connector back out of the hole. You can align it with a pick from the inside and use a screwdriver like this from down below. This process can be a bit of a pain in the ass, but not too bad. Okay, once you get the connector fished up, make sure that your wires are not going to swoop back into the hole. Then carefully push on the plastic tabs and disconnect the two connectors to the auxiliary and USB power. There's two styles of connectors. The earlier chassis have only a aux-in, and the later have a aux-in and a USB charge port. Both of these types of auxiliary outputs are the same dimensions, and the auxiliary USB Plug Saver fits both styles. It's very simple to install the saver onto the connector. Take the saver and slide it over the housing of the connector. When you come up over the metal prongs right here, take great care not to bend the frame or the saver by pushing only on one side. Push on both sides simultaneously until it clicks in place. Now we're back inside the car. If the area in the center console is too damaged, it may be necessary to increase the tension a little bit on these tabs on the side, but normally that's not an issue. If there's any damage surrounding the bezel right here, the good thing is it's usually covered by the steel frame going around the switch. So to go back inside, connect the USB power, connect the auxiliary connector back to the back of the switch, get the wires situated, and push the switch back down. Now the USB and the auxiliary is back to functioning. As an additional little tip, and now since we are talking about AUX and USB, we have here a little AGA Bluetooth accessory kit. This is a super simple kit. It's an adapter that goes in a USB and allows you to get from your phone, wirelessly from your phone to the USB adapter, and it has a small auxiliary cord that goes right from the USB adapter into the auxiliary plug located right next to it in the center console. Now you can just get back in your car, play music right from your phone, right to the aux in your car stereo without any wires or any other accessories in the car. For more information about the auxiliary USB Plug Saver or the Bluetooth connector, go to agatools.com. And as always, this is made 100% in the USA.